What's going on YouTube? So this is going to be a continuation of my modern bodybuilding is stupid video. And first off, I want to say that all my videos are based on truth. Like they're not here to sugarcoat. I'm not here to sugarcoat anything for you. I'm not here to tell you everything is great and what you're doing is the truth and what you're doing is working, because it's not. Okay. So, first off, I want to say, right, to all the people out there that follow this guy, this Sulek guy, and if you follow bodybuilders, I want to ask you, man, what's your goal? Like, what's your goal in life? Why are you doing what you do? Like, why are you going to the gym? Why are you using machines? Why are you sat down like a clown on a machine? Pushing and pulling, right, while you're sat down. What's the function of this? What's the practicality of this? Like, tell me. Like, and if you say, well, I want to, it's because of the looks, right? I say, well, are you going to enter a beauty pageant? Are you going to enter a beauty pageant? Are you going to be a bodybuilder? Are you going to get paid for this? Why do you want to do it? Why do you want to do it? Are you on steroids? Are you ever going to get to his level that he's at if you're not on steroids? Absolutely not. Keep dreaming. Without anabolics, you're not going to get there. That's just a simple reality of it. Unless you have top tier genetics, and this guy doesn't have top tier genetics. All he has is top tier anabolics. That's all he has. So that would be my question to you. That would be a question you have to ask yourself. Have you been manipulated? Have you been lied to? Have you been brainwashed? Like, you've just watched a few of his videos and you're just like, oh, I want to be like this guy. Or you've watched all the other bodybuilders and I want to be like this guy. Why? Tell me why. Because they're doing it for a reason. Like, he's doing it because he wants to compete. And obviously he's making money off it on YouTube. But why are you doing it? That will be my question to you, is why are you doing it? So another thing as well I would ask Sam Sulek is, show me a combination. Show me what would you do if a guy came up to you and grabbed you by the throat, grabbed you by the neck and said, I'm going to kill you. What would you do? What would you do in that situation? Because your muscles ain't going to help. Okay? They ain't going to help. Fair enough, you may be strong. You may be able to out-wrestle the guy. But if he strikes you, if he hits you in the face, like, if this guy knows how to hit, if he has a good, like, hip rotation, he knows how to use his lower body, he knows how to use the kinetic chain, he knows how to, like, create tension in the muscles that need to be created tension in, to throw a real punch and to hit you very hard, knuckles connecting to your jaw or connecting to your eye socket, breaking your eye socket, or connecting to your nose, or an elbow, to your eyebrow, splitting your eyebrow open, or an uppercut, and knocks you out clean, cold. You have to ask yourself, what have you been doing with your life? If all you've been doing is training for looks, and you're not entering a beauty pageant, you're not a model, you're not a bodybuilder, and that's all you've been doing, is why you're doing it. Why are you doing it? That's my question to the people that are doing this routine, right? Some of them are training every day, some of them are training whenever, but they're doing it for a look, right? Like a woman would get a boob job, or she would get implants, or she would want a big butt, so she goes to the gym and does, squats and these kind of, exercises, specifically just for the look. It's not because she's functional. It's not because she can use her body. It's not because she can use her anatomy. It's not because she has control over her anatomy. She doesn't have control over her anatomy. She's just doing a specific exercise that grows her butt, right? Grows her booty. That's what she's doing. She's doing it for a look. So is that what you're doing? Is that what you hope to accomplish? Because when a guy comes up to you, wherever, in the club, could be on the street, tries to rob you, what are you going to do? You're going to say, hey man, you can't rob me, I look like this. Are you going to pose at him? You're going to do bicep shot. Hey man, look at these gains, you know. Look at these gains, man. Sigma, you know. Is that what you're going to say? Is that what you're going to do the Sigma face and do a little bicep shot or a tricep shot? Is that what you're going to do? You're going to pose in the mirror like a girl? You know, like you're in a beauty pageant? Like a bodybuilding show? Because we all know what a Muay Thai fighter would do, right? We all know. We all know what they would do. We all know what a trained MMA fighter would do. We all know what Floyd Mayweather would do. But what would you do? That's the question I would ask to you, is what would you do? And a lot of people don't like this question because they can't really answer it. And that's the thing. It's like, when you look at the real world and how the real world is, and, you know, there's dangers out there, there's dangers that you might get robbed, there's dangers of your family in danger, and what would you do? So wouldn't you much rather train specifically for what you need to be doing, right? In terms of practicality, in terms of return on investment, wouldn't you much rather be doing that rather than training for looks? You know, developing body dysmorphia like a little anorexic girl, right? Like a little wimp, like a sissy, because that's what you're becoming. You're becoming like a little girl, and it's the mentality. It's the mentality behind it, right? It's the mentality, and these type of questions have to be asked. You have to ask questions. If you don't ask questions, if all your questions is, hey man, how much protein do I need to eat for my recovery meal? How much protein do I need to eat? What's your bench press PR? Like how many sets did you do today in the gym? Like, what's your how much can you curl in one arm, man? Oh, 60 pounds, cool, man. Great. You know, how do your ligaments and joints feel, man? Do you need to wear like knee pads? Do you need to wear elbow sleeves? Do you need to wear like wrist wraps? Like when you squat, do you just squat like raw, or do you wear a belt? You know, these type of questions you ask. These are the type of questions, you know, these stupid, you know, Michelin men ask. Stupid Michelin, like jelly babies, you know, with dots all over their body, you know, all dotted up like a Dalmatian. You know, scars all over their body, scars all over their face, wrinkly faces already. I mean, this guy's like 18, 19. He's already got a wrinkly face. You know, wrinkly acne face, you know, covers it with filters. Like a little girl, man. Little long girly hair as well, you know. So it's like a girl, man. There's nothing wrong with that if you're a girl. Hey, do you. But this guy's not, alright? This guy's supposed to be a man, but he's just a girl, okay? So, yeah, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you in the next one.